let's take a minute to, rather than see walking as a form of exercise and a form of fitness, let's just take a minute to see it as a form of presence. Let's focus on the progress to being present rather than the forcefulness of fitness.
Shaolin monks don't just train for combat, they train for presence. In the forest, the children aren't walking, they are moving with the environment. Like a monk in the courtyard, they aren't distracted by the destination. The movement itself is the mastery. For a monk, every step is a prayer, and every breath is a return to the center. Try to walk so quietly that you can't even disturb your own thoughts. Be still and know. It's a call to surrender to the hustle. It's in Christian tradition. Be still and know. We often think peace is something that we have to build or earn, but look at the children. Peace is their natural state when they are allowed to just play. In Christianity, becoming like a child is the gateway to the kingdom. Peace isn't a trophy at the end of a long walk. It's the ground we walk upon when we stop trying to control the path. The concept of anatta, or non-attachment in Buddhism. The children don't own the water, they flow with the water. They don't worry about how they look while they're swimming, or if they are being productive boaters. Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh taught us to walk as if you are kissing the earth with your feet. At the lake, the children aren't just using the water for fitness, they are merging with the water for joy. This is walking without purpose, total immersion in the now. Why is this so hard for us as adults? We've been conditioned to see time as a resource to be spent rather than a space to inhabit. Watching them play is a mirror. It shows us what we've forgotten. Aimless walking creates those gaps. Creativity doesn't come from trying to think. It comes from the gaps between thoughts. Why is this so hard for us? As adults, we've been conditioned to view time as a currency, something to be spent, saved, or wasted. We've turned the simple act of walking into a metric of productivity. We track our steps, we monitor our heart rates, and we listen to podcasts to optimize our transit time. Watching them play is like looking into a mirror of a life we once knew. It shows us exactly what we've traded away for the sake of efficiency. Remember your childhood playtime outside. Remember your primary school break times outside, playing around with friends and having fun. We trade the wonder of the moment for the security of the destination. But true creativity, that spark that makes life feel vibrant, it doesn't come from trying to think. It doesn't live in the focused, grinding hours of the workday. It lives in the gaps. It lives in the empty spaces between thoughts. Aimless walking, like a child, creates those gaps. When we stop demanding that our time actually be something, we finally give it the space to be everything. Today, I didn't reach a destination. I didn't hit a step goal, but I found my way back to myself, and I hope that you can take the time to be present and do this too.